Hey guys, welcome back to Buildz. How you all doing today? So welcome back to another tutorial on this beach house. This is actually the final part, believe it or not. I think this is the 12th episode, if I am correct. If I'm not, please don't correct me. But we're done now. Unfortunately, I do have a little bit of bad news for you guys. Me and Shivery actually recorded this like 3 days ago, and that's, a slight reason why I haven't had many uploads on my channel this weekend, because I lost a ton of inspiration when this happened. But me and Shivery recorded like the sickest episode of this Let's Build. It was sick. We had so good commentary. The building was live and it was amazing. We were coming up with good ideas left, right, and center. And then I went to edit the video that late at night and I found out that my video file corrupted. This keeps happening to me with Bandicam. Action is just too unreliable to use at the moment, and Fraps just makes massive files, so I'm not using that. And yeah, I've just been having really bad luck with YouTube recently. We're just making videos, but I do want to say a massive thank you to you guys just for being so supportive in my most recent videos. It's been absolutely amazing. The likes, the views, the comments, it's been amazing. So I just want to thank you guys for the absolutely incredible support that you have been giving me. It's been amazing. So I'm just going to give you guys like a little tour around the whole entire house before we get into doing the Let's Build, so I can talk to you guys a little bit about it and some of the new additions we have to the house. I absolutely love this area. I mean, this house is definitely probably some of my best work, especially like interior. Exterior looks incredible. Damn, check out that office area. And just working with Shivery has been a joy. Unfortunately, he couldn't join me for this episode, which is a shame, but I don't think he's awake yet. It is quite early for Shivery right now. But, I wanted to get this video out on the weekend for you guys, so I hope you all appreciate that and you enjoy the video. And right through here, we have a new bathroom. Look at this place. We got like retractable blinds. We got like a bathroom area. It just looks amazing in here. It really does. Look at this. Like, you have this little kind of built-in unit into the wall which holds some shirts and stuff like that. I just think this place is looking incredible. And then right through here we have a massive living room. Check out this sofa design. I've never seen anything like this before. Shiv was coming up with these absolutely crazy designs for sofas. And of course, right through here we have the master bedroom. We have this really sick designer concept bed that I came up with. Never seen that done before either, so all original good stuff. Then out here we have a chilling area, as we like to call it. We've got like a beer mug behind you, like a nice little bush feature. Bushes haven't really been used much on a lot of modern builds, and that's because they're kind of old school. But what me and Shiv wanted to do with this house is kind of bring back that kind of old school style that we know that you guys love and that most people that watch these kind of videos also really enjoy. So we tried to bring back some of the old school elements. Corrales used to put bushes all over his house back in the day. And we wanted to, not put bushes all over the house, but kind of bring in that kind of bushy element to the house. And I think we've done an absolutely fantastic job of doing that. So guys, I'm going to get into the tutorial aspect of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Of course, if you know friends that would enjoy these kind of videos, please do share my channel. I'm really trying to get out there. I'm really trying to become like the next Corrales. So if you guys could make that happen, that would be absolutely incredible. As always, if you enjoy my content, make sure to subscribe, like the video if you enjoy it, and leave me a comment down below if you have any further questions, and I will get back to you all. But anyway, guys, let's get into the tutorial. Hey guys, welcome to the tutorial part of this video. So let's get right into things. So as we come through here, we actually have a new table design. This is just some iron bars and some grey carpet on top. On top of that, we have a 2x2 painting. This one in Flows HD, which I think looks amazing. Now, I think everything downstairs has been explained. Of course, if I have missed anything, I will either overlay it on the video or you guys will notice it in the comment section. Then we can work together to include any parts that I did forget about. Now, the upstairs, if I can remember, had literally no rooms on it. So we're going to explain the brand new room layout. So there's 2 new steps on the side which just bring you up to the final level. And of course, the main flooring material for the whole of the upstairs is oak. And we're going to get into the tutorial part now, which is just going to explain the layout and all the walls of this building. So We use the mushroom block. Now this is 100:15. Now I'm not sure if most of you guys can actually use this block, because I'm pretty sure it is a world edit only block. But what you can actually do is you can use something like wool. Wool would work pretty well. I wouldn't use snow or stained clay just simply because it would just be too white. So I'd definitely use something like white wool, because I think that would just flow the best. So we're going to come up by 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. Have a 2 block gap with anvils underneath, and you can even put, oh no, that wouldn't work. Just put anvils underneath. I was going to say we could put sea lanterns, but that would shine through the ceiling. And then we're going to have 5 more of these, 1, 2, 3, 4 to the side, then some more anvils on the ground, and a 3 wide window. Now note all the walls except this wall right here are actually not ceiling height. Now me and Shivery had a bit of a challenge with this let's build, and that was because the ceiling right is super sick from outside, but it's all curved. So when we were building this thing, we were like, what are we actually gonna do? And then I was like, hey Shiv, why don't we like level it off at like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks, and just have it 5 blocks through all the way through. It's gonna let more light over the top of rooms, and I think it will give it like a really cool look. So that's what we did, and surprisingly we actually pulled it off. It looks pretty damn amazing. So through here we have some glass panes, we have an iron bar, and then 3 more glass panes on top. Flooring in here we used diorite for the entire thing, with the exception over here of just some, what is that, like coarse dirt, which is underneath the bath, of course, and that is coming across by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks in width. On the back here we have iron blocks, 6 wide, 2 in height. We have a button 3 blocks in, and we have some bedrock going all the way across the top to add like a little bit more color to this place, because originally it was looking quite gray. We added some tall grass either side of the bath, kind of give it like a little bit of a tropical kind of feel, and we had a tall fern here as well. I think that just made it look a little bit more interesting. Like, we just had tall grass, it would look good, but you know, we put like a little fern in the corner, you know, it just makes it look a little bit more interesting because we have more than one kind of type of foliage. Let me just CI so I can clear inventory. Then we have a flower pot with some azure bullet inside once again, just to kind of give it some more greenery. And on top of here we actually have something really cool. We have some floating snow. Now you guys can do this with just normal carpet and put string underneath it. Of course that's 6 by 2 blocks. And then we have some acacia wood stairs, which are kind of like, you know, quartz stairs if you don't have Flow's 1.6 Wok edition. And these just kind of add this nice modern detail, and it kind of looks like it's part of this kind of support. And then on the outside we have 3 wide, and then on this side we have a 1 wide, kind of like I called it a splash protector. It stops like all the rest of the bathroom getting like really wet. And then if you come up by 2 in height, then we have an iron bar here, which is kind of like a handle, so you can pull this thing back and forth. You know, like if you're in the shower you can completely close it. If you want to get out of the shower or the bath, you can of course open it up. So that is that feature done. Then I said next to Shiv, I was like, right, people, they sing, you know, some people sing in the bath or shower, right? I was like, so instead of like them just singing on their own, why don't we give them like a sick sound system? So we came along 2 blocks to put up 2 iron bars, and we put this head right here. Now I'm actually going to give you guys all the ID for the blocks that we used throughout the video. So if you look in the description, you should be able to find them. It's going to take me so much time to get all them codes in for you guys, and make sure to hit the video with a big thumbs up. That'd be amazingly appreciated. Then we come across by 1 block from the entrance, and we have this toilet roll right here, which actually has a face on it. Poor guy has been used as an arse wipe. Then if we come across 1, we have a quartz stair with a banner on the back. This actually looks like a really effective way of making a simple toilet. It's also doable in vanilla, so all you guys playing on single player or servers without world edit are going to be happy about that. And then we have just simply a spruce wood log and 2 oak leaves on top, just as a nice little bush feature to kind of make it seem like a little bit more colorful in the room. You know, like I said originally, this room was looking gray. This is a cool way that we kind of eliminated that. Now if you come in by 3 blocks, then we have a rug design. So this is 2 in from the wall, 2 in from this wall, and we just use some normal carpet, which is 3 blocks long by 2 blocks wide. We put a strip of light grey carpet in between to add a little bit more detail to it. It's also in line with this hopper, which is the sink, And notice how this is grey, everything kind of matches up, and just doing like little techniques like this actually makes stuff look really cool. And then we have some new kind of like, what am I saying? We have some carpet on the other side as well, just to kind of vary it out. Now what we did over here, I'm not sure if it's 100% doable. No, it's not doable without World Edit. If you guys have World Edit, it will be doable. Let's CI again. We have 3 trapdoors on either side, as you can see. In the middle, we have some rails, which are up at an angle. And we have some ladders, which are on the side, coming 2 down, 3 in width. And then we have an anvil with some item frames either side. What looks to be something like a blue command block player head on the side. And then we have some stone brick slabs, or 1 stone brick slab on the other side. Now, if you guys haven't realized what this is actually a retractable kind of blind. So if you're in the shower or if you're sitting on the toilet, then you can have this thing, you know, coming down. Or maybe if you're just not using the bathroom, you want some more light to come through here, or maybe you just came in here to like clean your teeth or whatever, you can have this thing up. What we try and do on this server is roleplay every situation like that. And it's a good tip for you guys. If you roleplay everything, you're going to come up with a more realistic build, and it's a good way to make your build look a lot better as well. So let's get into the walls now on this side. So this is actually 3 blocks in, 3 across, more mushroom walls. Once again, you can use wall instead. This comes across by 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we have diagonal blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. And then this comes out by 2. Now, when we originally planned this build and we came upstairs and we were like, holy shit, how are we going to do this thing? This build looks so tricky to plan. And then I was like, hey Shiv, why don't we have a diagonal wall here? That way it kind of opens up the whole of the upstairs, gives it this really kind of modern open plan layout. And it also lets a lot more light throughout the build. Shiv was like, that's a sick idea, and we went with it. And I am so glad we did that, because this build is looking incredible now. And then, of course, on this side, we have a 2 gap. We then continue with the mushroom blocks. This is 3, 4, 5, 6 wide. And on this little side, you guys may have noticed this and been like, what the hell? These are actually 3 individual beds, all chopped in half with signs either side. Super not doable without World Edit, of course, but you guys could do something like put some stone slabs down and put signs either side. Now, if you come up 1.5 blocks, we have this nice kind of like little flower picture that Flows has. I really like this one, just to kind of give the room like a little bit more detail. Like, you know, you get them bare areas of builds, and you can do things like put bushes, put nice little shelving units, or put like some paintings on the walls, and it really does help. Now, I would say don't spam paintings like a lot of amateur modern builders do. Like, they literally like slap signs all over the walls and buttons, and they put buttons through the paintings like they're murdering them. I was like, no, what are you doing? Like, some of these people in my applications do that kind of thing. I'm just like, no, dude, you got it wrong. Like, this ain't how you're supposed to do it. But just doing nice little things like that really does help add up. So let's get into this office table design. These are just some iron trapdoors. I do believe this is doable. If you just go like that, it should work. This is 4 across with a 2 gap either side, of course. Then we have some of these rocket speakers, I do believe. They're KRK. They're actually real life speakers. If you search them up, they're pretty damn cool. Then we have some snow on top. That part's not going to be doable. This part's not going to be doable either. We have a button as a mouse, and then we have a black map inside an item frame, of course, and a sign on the back to make this cool looking laptop. Now, making a map is quite easy. You have to make a square space of 128 by 128 blocks, fill it in with black wool, and then fly up in the center of that area and, you know, pull out your map, take a map shot, and it will actually give you a black map. Now, that's how people create maps if you're unaware. So if we come from this block onto this one, we actually have a cool rug design. Now, this is a mix of white wool and mushroom blocks, as you can see. Now, I think what Chivalry did for this was he selected either side, and he would have done like //set like 60% wool, comma 40% mushroom. So that's how he would have done this. So guys, if you want to do this, you can just literally place some random blocks if you don't have World Edit of just normal wool and maybe like light grey wool, you could pull that off. If you don't and you do have wild edit, then you know what to do. Now with this sofa design, what we have this sick, super undurable vanilla sofa design. I'm going to explain it to you guys and how it's done. So if we come in from this block here, did I actually say how wide this thing was? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wide. 9 wide? 9 wide? No, 9 wide, 7 long. What am I saying? So let's just kawaii again. My inventory gets filled up so quick. And let's grab all these materials. Okay. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to place 3 of these, actually 4 of these acacia wood slabs. If your acacia wood is orange, use something like snow or use something like quartz slabs. Then this side is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wide of acacia wood slabs. And if we come in 2 from this side, we then have some acacia wood fences, and right here we have some snow. Now the snow is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in 6 in height, and we have some item frames on the back, which makes it look really cool and modern. Then in the corners we have some acacia wood fences, and we have some acacia wood stairs like this. So we have 2 of these, and then a corner one, and then resting on the back here we have some acacia. We have some snow. Just 1 layer, which just kind of gives it a backing, which I think looks quite cool. If we come 2 away from this and we come 3 blocks in, then what we have is we have a nice little table, and this is one of them water tables which I know you guys love. And this is just a birch fence, a birch gate in the middle, a birch fence, and just water :7 in the middle, which gives you that lovely slimline kind of water table. Let's kawaii again. Not kawaii, let's CI again. If we come to this wall, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks away from the staircase, we have this nice little unit. And this unit is made out of birch wood stairs, some signs, some birch doors, black stained glass panes. We have some more of these cool speakers. The Pearly Bum 2, that's his name, so if you want to grab them, that's how you can do it. And then we have some normal trapdoors. So I'm going to explain this to you guys. We have 2.5 birchwood doors on top of each other. Actually, no, we have 1.5 even. We then have some trapdoors running through the middle, as you can see. 2 of the Pearly Bum player heads over side. 2 black stained glass panes in the middle. Underneath, we have some wooden trapdoors, as you can see. And then underneath this, what we have is we have some stairs. So this is 3 wide. 4, 5 wide, so this is 5 wide. We have 3 signs in the middle. The middle sign has 3 of these little dashes, as you can see, which is kind of just like a drawer. So now that's explained. Oh, this is a lot of work, guys. Let's get into this room right here, which is actually, no, sorry, this is the master bedroom. And this is really, really cool, and it's going to be a pain in the ass to explain, so let's get into things. I think we should explain the bedroom part of it first. So as you come into the bedroom right here, you have this nice little shelving unit, which is a little bit similar to that one right here. Half birch doors in the middle, as you can see. Then we have a birchwood plank behind it, and these are 3 wide. And then what we have is we have birch doors on the side. This is 1 in height, and then you have half of one there. And it's the same on the other side. We then have some wooden trapdoors, 3 in width. We have a little player head, which actually represents some books, which is quite nice, and a little flower pot on the left side with a fern inside it, and we have 3 trapdoors on top. Now on this side we have this really cool little unit. I was talking to Shiv and I was like, alright, so we're not going to add like a TV unit in here. You know, he has his office, he has a lounge literally just out there. If he wants to watch TV, it's not going to be that much effort just to walk onto this lovely kind of living area and sit down on this nice sofa, watch some TV right over there. So I was like, let's not put a TV in here. So we just had like a nice little kind of book shelf right there. And right over here, I said, like, if he has a wife or a girlfriend, she can have like kind of a dressing table, whatever. So she has like a mirror here and like, I think it's like a makeup box thing right there. So I will drop the player head ID for these 2 ones right here. And this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wide of just these acacia wood stairs. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide of these acacia wood planks. And then these are actually iron doors in the CTM texture pack. Now these are 1.5 tall, and we have a snow layer on top. We then have some banners, not durable without word at it, and we have some, no, I think these are just light grey banners and some grey banners, and then we have a light grey banner here. We have some signs coming across all the way, and that is kind of like your wardrobe design. Really modern actually, I like that one, Shiv, it's cool. And then if we come 1, 2 blocks in from this one, we then have a nice rug design. Really modern, quite cool. Some of you guys are probably going to love this. And this is made up of carpet, black carpet, and just normal carpet. So this is 2, 2, and then you got 4 blocks here, as you can see. Underneath here, we have what looks to be like furnaces in a mine cart. So we have a rail underneath, and they kind of stick through and make this cool detail in the rug, which I think looks really cool. So now we've done that part, I guess we can explain this part. This is actually a piston with the bottom part of the piston chopped off, and it's also extended. And we have grey carpet on that and a sun on the back. Once again, like 200% weld edit. Now, guys, I know a lot of you are going to be upset that I have used so much weld edit throughout this build with Shiv. But see, the thing is, most people actually don't watch these Let's Builds to build the house. About 5% of you watch the Let's Build to build the house, even though this is a tutorial video. And a lot of people will agree with this point. It's just because people like to see how the house looks, and you know the building process that me and say other builders go through on the server of building a house. Because it's pretty cool, that's what I used to do, that's how I got inspired to make these videos. I used to watch Corrales' Let's Builds. I never built one house at Corrales tutorialed, but I watched pretty much all of his tutorial houses because I thought the videos were awesome. And hopefully that is the same reason that you guys are here today. But I do give you guys that do watch the tutorial aspect of it, you know, different options. So right here you could use an acacia stair, or you can use like an oak stair, and you could put like a sign on the back and sides of that. And right here you can put something like a black banner. I'm pretty sure that would work. And you guys will be looking at this banner and saying, like, this is going from like dark grey to light grey. And I think Shiv actually made this one, it's custom. So that is really cool, Shiv. I haven't actually looked in how to make custom banners yet. Not even tried, but I think that looks incredible. Next, we have this cool, really modern design of bed that I came up with the other day. And this is up against a oak wall, as you can see. And right here we have some spruce stairs. We have one here, one on top. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 going through the middle. Then we have one on top, one below here. We have 2 signs on there. This is kind of the bedside unit. Underneath this snow block right here, we actually have glowstone, which just kind of makes it look like the side table has a little light, which I thought was a really cool addition. As you can see, and we have it on the other side as well for this little side table. Now, explaining this bed. This is almost 100% doable, but it's not quite doable. It's nearly doable. So let's get into it. So what you're going to need is spruce wood stairs, snow, black carpet, just normal snow blocks, just to make the building process a little bit faster. And that is pretty much it. So on the back here we have full snow blocks. Then we have snow layers which are one below the actual height of a snow block. The spruce wood stairs is like a pull-out drawer for the bed. Then we have the same block as these, just 2 here. We have another pull-out kind of drawer, and then we have full snow blocks, 2 pull-out drawers, and one of them as well. On top we have some black carpet to represent the duvet cover, and then we have 2 snow layers just to represent a pillow. And that is how that is done. Now on this side, Shivery actually came up with something amazing. This is a wall divider made out of glass doors, which are actually our acacia wood doors. Now these are 2.5 in height, as you can see, and these consist of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wide. And on this side it's 3 blocks away from the wall. On this side it's 2 blocks away from the wall. So it's actually a really nice addition. It really does help divide the rooms, and I think that's an amazing touch of detail. So thumbs up for Shivery for doing that. Right over here I designed this nice little shelving unit, which is just made out of trapdoors, as you can see. and it's just got a nice little clock on top, like a red clock, just to, you know, add a little bit of detail. And also, you know, when he's working, he can just look up at the clock, or maybe it could be an alarm as well, so when you're in bed, you know, the alarm goes off when you need to wake up. I put a nice little sea lantern underneath just to give it a little bit more lighting in here, because it was looking a tad dark. And we have two signs in the middle which Shiv just added to kind of represent like closed drawers, I guess you could say. Now this is actually a really cool design of desk, and I'm pretty sure no one's ever come up with this design before. Me and Shiv came up with it the other day. So me and Shiv was sat here legitimately in the recording for 5 minutes. I was going to have to edit so much of it out. But we were getting so frustrated that we simply couldn't come up with a new cool looking bed design. Not bed design, what am I saying? Desk design. And after about 5 minutes of failing, me and Shiv kind of put up both of our failed ideas together and then slowly developed this desk. And I gotta say, this is looking amazing. Once again, guys, like 200% wild at it. But we have a corner sign there, a gap, a normal sign, and a normal sign. Then we have some grey carpet running along the top of this, and we have some water running along these 3 blocks here, and these 2 blocks here. We have a weighted pressure plate in the middle, which is a closed, kind of like MacBook. That's what we're going for. And then I came up with a new design of bed, which I think looks pretty cool. Bed, why am I saying bed for everything? It's a chair. Can I not get that into my brain? This is one. Whoops, this is one. You don't want to. Oh, I know why. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks in height. We have signs either side. We have iron door on the back, which is half of an iron door. We have a banner on the back of that, and then we have an item frame with a wall block in the middle and a sign overlapping it. And that is our new design of desk. Look at that. Incredible, right? I love the chair as well, of course. Then we have a little waste bin here. I was like, shit, we need to add some detail to this place. Why don't we have a little bin? I was actually thinking he was going to place a player head, but he came up with this really awesome design. This is just a cauldron, 2 grey banners on the side, and a closed trapdoor on the top. Looks really realistic, actually, so well done, Shiv. Now we have, from this block, we have 2 blocks here and 1 block here with a 2 gap in the middle of just some snow layers. They're 1 layer away from the full block of being snow. And we have 3 of them in height, 3 of them in height on this side, and 2 just snow layers on this side. And below we have a white player head. I'm not sure what this is. I think it might be a pull-out kind of like little seat that you could sit on and maybe do some work here or something like that. But anyway, guys, that is the bedroom design. This tutorial is going to be like 50 minutes. I'm feeling it. Hopefully you guys aren't feeling it as well, but I just remember we didn't explain something. If we come up in the bathroom, so we're on this block right here next to the rug. We fly up, we actually have 4 blocks of glass and some stairs behind it, 4 blocks as well. And we have some carpet on top of that. That is actually a retractable kind of skylight. We have one above the living room as well. So if let's just try and get in line here, guys. So if you're standing on this block here are the sofa, and you looked right up, this is the corner block. Now this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide by 1, 2, 3 blocks long, and this has carpet on, the final block here. As you can see, this is another retractable skylight. Skylights are a great way to add some lighting to the upstairs of your building, because they just let in some nice natural lighting, and natural lighting in a build always looks better than glowstone or sea lanterns, it always does. So let's get into this part of the build now, guys. Oh yeah, also to note, we have a nice little kind of mini table design here, which is just 2 item frames, some carpet, and some rails going either side. As you can see, 200% wild, and just to note as well. Then we have some iron doors, 1.5 in height, as you can see. Now these consist of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in width. And then we have some acacia wood planks on this side, which is 4 wide. To note, this is where it comes on the build. As you can see, this wall comes up by 4. And on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th, 6th, 7th block, the iron doors start. Now this is a detail which Shivery added also. And I think this is amazing. It just enables you to look down onto your kind of like hallway area, and just to just look down really, just to add like a nice piece of detail. I also like how it's in line with the window as well. You can look outside at the front of your property. I think that's an amazing touch of detail, Shiv. So well done, man. It looks amazing. Next, we have another one of these cool unit designs. A new design every time, of course. Let's just CI. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in height. We have 5 stained glass panes in height. And then on this side, we have 1 glass pane, 1 iron bar, and 3 of these in height. Now behind this, we have some snow slates. These are 1 away from being the full block, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 of these, and some snow, just 1 snow layer on the top, as you can see like that. And underneath here, we have sea lanterns, which just gives us that nice piece of lighting, just once again to light up the room a little bit more. We then have like a little seating area, so I guess, you know, you can just sit down here and chill. And we have 2 wooden trapdoors on the side. An old designer seat, but I thought, you know what, why not bring it back? So now, actually getting into the final room of this house we have to explain. We have the second bedroom, which is really cool. We then have some little seat designs, as you can see. And we have the kind of observatory area. And we have a nice little seating area, as you can see. I explained that actually in a previous part. And the outside of this build has actually been changed a bit. Ooh, just need to replace this. Let's just quickly get a wooden axe out. So we designed the side of the build a little bit different, and that is simply because it didn't look amazing before. It was very plain since I hadn't detailed it. So me and Shiv went around and just kind of made it look a little bit better. So we continued that snow kind of rail around the whole thing. We put some glass panes on the side, as you can see. So we have 2, then we have 2, then we have 1, 2 blocks, then 2, then 2 blocks, then 1, then 2 blocks, and 2. As you can see, the design goes like that. Then we have some white stained glass panes. We have a block here of a gap. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them, and then a gap. Well, actually behind these, we have some just normal iron doors. These are chopped in half, and these are kind of like shutters. In the middle, we also have 2. Just note that, so it was even. Now let's talk about the bed design. So if we come in by 2 blocks, we have a spruce wood there, and then we come in by 2 blocks from this side, we have a spruce wood there. We then have some dark oak wood slabs going over the top, and now this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in length, and this is 4 in width. Then on the sides, we actually have 2 acacia wood stairs. We have 4 acacia wood stairs on the back, and we have 2 snow in the middle, and then we just have a layer of 1 snow throughout the entire bed. Actually, this is really cool. We have some levers here with some flower pots on top, and these are just kind of like them little bed lights. And you see these a lot in like hotels and stuff. You know, they just present a little bit of dim lighting, just so you know you can see where your keys are on your side table, or if you want to pick up your like phone or something, you can identify where it is. Now, coming from the second block in, right here, we have a grey carpet, just a simple grey carpet, as you can see, 5 by 2 in length and width. And this actually has a cool connecting wardrobe design. Now this is coming in by 1 block. This is 2 wide and 3 tall of just dark oak wood, some signs in the middle, and then we have a stair like this, a stair like this, and we have an upside down stair with some trapdoors on the side just to kind of add a little bit more detail. Let's clear inventory again. So now getting over to this part of the build, which is actually insane. We have a YouTuber's gaming setup. Really cool. Designed by Chivalry. I think it looks absolutely incredible. I don't even know how he managed to pull this off, because this is next level stuff. But let's explain it. Most of you guys aren't going to be able to do this, but we can come up with some kind of alternate option, I guess you could say. So on this side we have 2 of these acacia wood doors, and we have a 3 gap and 2 more on the side. We have some trapdoors across the top. We have a lever right here which connects to another lever with a tripwire hook on the back. Now let me tell you guys how this works, since I am a YouTuber and I have a similar-ish setup to this. We have the 2 levers, which is your mic arm, And then we have the tripwire hook. Now the tripwire hook is actually a shock mount, which is this kind of bricky looking part. Then the extended part is actually your mic, and the kind of silver stony part at the end is actually the shock mount. No, not the shock mount, that is the pop filter even. And I just think that is absolutely incredible how he managed to think of that, because that is so creative and you guys are probably going to be like, that is mad. And then we have the same kind of design of laptop we have over there with a button once again on top, some trapdoors underneath, and then we have the DX Racer chair. Shiv actually invented this as well, and this is probably the coolest chair design around. So we have stone brick slab, some signs, some item frames, a grey banner, an item frame on the back, a sign across, and a grey wall block in the middle, as you can see, and it will look like that. Once again, not doable without world edit, but super cool. So out here, the final part of this Let's Build, we're going to talk about the balcony. Now if we come in by one block and across by two, we have these seats, and these are just simply just like this, and then you come like this, and then you place a slab down, as you can see, and we have the same design right here. In the middle we have two iron bars with water on top. We have a little kind of shelving unit with a beer on top. Once again, the ID for each head will be in the description if you want to know what they are. I recommend getting the head database plugin. Most of the heads that we've used throughout this entire house, if not all, are all included in that. Then we have this nice little bush feature, which consists of birch leaves, spruce leaves, and iron bars, as you can see. Looking pretty cool. We also just went through the roof here, as you can see, so this just lets through a little bit of sunlight so they can get like a suntan or whatever. We have some solar panels on top, and actually I don't know if I explained this, but we actually have some trapdoors through here, which are 2 blocks in by 2 blocks in. We have a space in between, as you can see, and this is once again so they can get like a suntan underneath. But guys, that has been the Beach House Let's Build. I've loved recording this series, and I want to say a massive thank you to Shivery for joining me on this. I actually talked to Shiv and said that maybe we should do a dual build together. Now Andy Yoda actually did a dual build not long ago with some other YouTuber. Now Shiv isn't a YouTuber, but he's a pretty damn sick builder, and of course I'd love doing the series with him. We'd have to do each part together. It would just simply be a dual build because there would be 2 people involved. You know, all the recording aspect would be coming from my channel, but I think that would be a really cool thing to add. If you have enjoyed this series, please do make sure to leave a like on it. It's massively appreciated. And if you'd like to see more videos from me, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Once again, that is hugely appreciated. If you want to ask me any questions, pop a comment down below. As always, I will respond to every single one of you guys and answer all your questions. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this Let's Build. I love you guys so much. Stay creative, and please do suggest what would you like the next Let's Build to be on, and of course you can make that happen. Thanks for watching. Stay creative. I'll see you in the next video.